Professor Pandemic back once again, friends, to talk about finding the mean or average for a set of numbers. There's two steps when finding the mean or average for any set of data. So, if you look at my problem here, the first step is we have to add all our numbers together. For this grouping, we have 11, 8, 17, and 12. So let's go add this together. 7 plus 2 plus 1 is 10, plus 8 is 18, and we carry the 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, we have 48. So after you find the total, the next step is division. So you take your 48, that's your dividend, and you're going to divide by the amount of numbers in your group. For this problem, we have 4 numbers. So I divide by 4. 4 goes into 4 one time. We bring down the 8. And 4 goes into 8 two times. So our mean here, or average, would be 12 for this set of problems. It does not always have to be a number that's in the problem, but it should be something in between your smallest and biggest number. So see, our smallest number here is 8, our largest number is 17, and 12 kind of goes in the middle of that. Our average should never fall before our smallest number or after our largest number. That's a surefire way of knowing you made a mistake somehow. It should come in the middle of our information somehow. Let's do another problem. In this problem, we're looking at Mr. Lambert's last 5 math grades. So we have a 50, a 25, a 13, a 37, and a 40. So, one more time. The first step is adding all these numbers together. So I have 50, 25, 13, 37, and 40. 3 plus 7 is 10, plus 5 is 15. We have 7, 8, 9, so there's 9 there, plus 7 more. And again, I do it over here on the side just to make sure I don't make a mistake. That gets us 165 for our total. Now, you take your 165, and for this problem, friends, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different numbers in our data. So we have to divide by 5 this time. Remember, the divisor changes based off of the number of points in your set of information. So 5 goes into 1 0 times, but it goes into 16 3 times. 5 times 3 is 15. Bring down the 1, bring down the 5. And 5 goes into 15 3 times. So our average here, our mean, would be 33. Let's do a couple examples on your own in the chat. So for our next problem, we have 3 numbers, 83, 76, and 51. Take a minute or two in your math groups and find the average or mean for these set of 3 numbers. Hopefully you came up with an average of 70 for this, friends. When we add up our 3 numbers, you should have gotten a total of 210, and that means that became our dividend. We have 3 numbers up here, which means we have 3 points of data, which means our 3 is our divisor, and 210 divided by 3 is 70. Let's do one more example together before I hand you back to your teachers. Here we are, friends, 5 different numbers that we have to add up and divide by to find the mean. Can you find the average? Let's find out. Take a minute and solve this problem. Hopefully, mathematicians, you came up with an average of 45 for this problem. Again, there are 5 numbers you have to add up, and the first step is adding them correctly. So if you got 225, perfect. If you didn't, that's probably where you would make your mistake, because obviously if you didn't add it correctly, not going to divide very well. There are 5 different data points here, so that's why our divisor is 5. 225 divided by 5 is 45, and that is our answer. So, your teachers may do a couple more average questions with you. Some of you might have already seen this if you've done any of the word problems that I have in our morning slides, but hopefully you're very successful with this when you go into your work. So, for Professor Pandemic and the rest of the 5th grade teachers, we'll see you at the next math lesson. Have a great afternoon, friends.